but we have thousands of people online.
That's fine. Sorry, I just have to do something. Oh,
I can see you. I can't see you.
You can't see me. Oh, apparently we've gone live. Good morning, everyone, and welcome to another live session at FASA. I'm not there, apparently. So this is a new system using StreamYard, so just give us a moment. So good morning. We are using StreamYard this morning, which is a new system. I believe you might have to give approval to log in if you want to comment. So I'm just letting everybody know that before we start. So good morning, everyone, and welcome to another live session with FASA. I'm Romany Thresher, and joining me today is Tony Marchezzini. Tony has always been a believer in empowering his co-workers and offering them an opportunity to advance, innovate, and reach their full potential. Prior to starting the H20 International South Africa operation, he worked for Itatile Limited and developed the ceramic tile market CTM retail concept and set up the first few franchise outlets. Tony became the executive director of Itatile Pretoria in 1984. He later was then appointed as the group marketing executive of Itatile before resigning in 1992 to focus on his real passion, providing all South Africans with the most advanced technology in water purification. Tony was inspired to start H20 International South Africa 25 years ago after becoming aware of the huge difference in water purified could make to the taste and color of water. Good morning, Tony.
Good morning, Romany. Thank you very much for this live broadcast.
It is. And just thinking about water and the color and taste of water, you know, was the first time the taste of water was a reality to me was when I went to the UK and I tasted the tap coming out the water and it was the worst. It was just not a nice taste at all. And that's when I just cannot drink water out of the tap in the UK. So water does seem to taste different in different places.
Absolutely, Romany. You know, some waters are hard. Some waters have got a lot of chlorine in. Depends how far you are from the reservoir, how old your pipes are. And what we do is we make sure that the water coming out of your tap is 100% pure. And we're trying to encourage people not to buy bottled water, to get off the plastic bottles and purify their water at point of use. So we treat all sorts of water problems with our technology.
And is it really that bad, the water that comes out the tap? I mean, South African water, how is that? Because like I said, I just can't do that UK waters. There's lime scale and all funny waters in that water.
Well, the municipalities have to treat the water to kill the bacteria, and they use chemicals to treat the water. So it's important to remove those chemicals. If you're health-minded, get rid of those chemicals, because they not only make the water taste terrible, but they also have got a negative side effects, long-term side effects. So pick up any health book and they say, remove the chemicals, the heavy metals, the pesticides and the herbicides from your drinking water.
That is interesting. Yeah, I need to purify my water at some point. I never quite got there yet, I have to be honest. So I just want to say hello to everyone out there in the virtual world today. If you're watching, please let us know. Let us know where you are from. Pop some comments and questions if you have any. Also, please like and share with people who are interested in business, interested in buying a franchise business. And also, yes, if you are watching us from YouTube, please subscribe to our channel. So good morning to everyone. Good morning to Eve and to Dion out there. So today we're going to be talking about water, H2O, and challenges the franchise business and the challenges that H2O has experienced during this lockdown and how and what they've done to implement that. So Tony, the first question I want to ask you is, what challenges did H2O experience during lockdown and what did you need to change to stay in business?
Well, Ramli, when lockdown was announced, we all went into a bit of a state of shock. So what I did is I pulled the management team together and we decided that we were going to do everything possible to support and assist our franchisees to survive this very difficult period. So one of the first things we did is set up a one-way WhatsApp group where we communicated on a daily basis. We called it Tony Talks, not TED Talks, but Tony Talks. And I would communicate on a daily basis, giving the franchisees advice, tips on how to get their certificates, how to get the essential services certificates that we were entitled to, and give them feedback and tips and advice on how to get their TERS applications in, how to, start trading again. So we also got all our franchisees onto Zoom and had regular training sessions. I mean, we were doing up to 2 to 3 training sessions per week, where we actually got the suppliers from overseas to do the training and assist us, and just to keep the franchisees busy, because there's nothing worse than sitting at home and doing nothing. So we thought, let's utilize this time as effectively as possible to bolster their product knowledge. So yeah, one of the other things we did is we decided to also upgrade our website. So we had a pretty static website which displayed all our products, and we turned that around and decided to have an online store. We've got a very big and wide product range, so we decided to turn that whole website into an online store. And from the day we launched the online store, we started getting customers buying in. People have become a lot more au fait with buying products online. And one of the tips our online store designer suggested is to put a chat box on our website. And that chat box has transformed our website tremendously, because I've been actually sitting, it's a program called Tidio, where you can actually chat to the customers as they are on the website. So it's like almost having a 24/7 show where you're talking to customers, they're browsing, they're having a look. It helped me to actually fine-tune the website so that they're asking a lot less questions. So we try to use technology as much as possible. The Zoom was absolutely brilliant. So we started chatting and having franchise meetings on Zoom as well. We had a franchise council meeting on Zoom, and then we decided, hey, why don't we have a national franchise meeting on Zoom as well? That was incredibly effective, very cost effective as well.
Yes.
Because we had to have, the dinners and the flying. And so we had our awards ceremony on Zoom. We just had to innovate, and yeah. So those are a couple of the things that we did to keep us going. But the main thing was communication, keeping the franchisees aware of what's going on. And most of the franchisees actually managed to start trading again in May. So after 1 month where virtually everybody was not moving around, people were very scared to leave their homes. Things started to go back in the month of April. And in fact, May and June, we managed to turn over the same as we did last year. So I think that's quite a feat. And that's up, the ingenuity of the franchisees to get back there and to stay in touch with their customers, because, we looked at this period as a period, our main goal was customer retention, to make sure that the customers that we have out there know that we're still around there to support them and assist them. One of our income streams is to rent water coolers out to businesses. So a lot of the businesses were shut, and we managed to keep in touch with our customers so that we didn't have many cancellation of contracts. So yeah, there's a lot that we did, and I'm actually very proud of our team that we we pulled together and got through this very difficult period.
Sure, that sounds quite interesting, because you did quite a number of things which I think really helped your business quite a bit, which is embrace the online technology. I mean, I would imagine that the chat box that you implemented on the website also helped you to understand customers' needs at a different level, because people feel a little more comfortable, you know, but they always call them the keyboard warriors, you know, where they're more open to sharing their voice, their opinions.
Yeah, so that was a very good move, and encourage everybody to have a chat box on their website, because unless you know exactly what your customers are looking for and how they're browsing and what questions they have, you cannot improve your website. So we've put a lot more videos onto our website. We've given the website a complete facelift, so it's really looking sharp. And you know, the online sales are picking up every month; they're increasing. So, which is incredibly positive. And with the online store, we're not bypassing the franchisees. We're actually encouraging customers also to click and collect, so they can collect from their closest franchise. We have 45 stores around the country, and most of them are trading, you know, fully after lockdown.
I was going to ask about that, because obviously, you know, with the stores being closed, I mean, the first month must have been really rough when your stores were shut. So yeah, you know, so you do the click and collect as opposed to having your open stores. Are they open now, the stores?
Absolutely, yeah, they're all open, and we are trading and doing lots of water refills and encouraging people to invest in water purifiers and supporting them, businesses that are open with the rental of water coolers and the delivery of water to their businesses.
I was wondering, because I know even from my own personal experience with the lockdown, I've been I love online. I mean, I shop online if I could, you know, all the time. And I know in South Africa it's very different compared to overseas. So, and what's been nice and refreshing is that a lot of businesses have started offering deliveries. But I know that even my own shopping experience has changed. I don't seem to go out as much as I used to. I don't find it as enjoyable as I used to. So it makes me wonder how it will impact, especially now with more and more businesses going open. Will it impact people wanting to go out, has there been a shift? Has there been a change?
Look, people are uncomfortable. Everybody's off balance at the moment, and it's not nice going shopping with a mask around your face. So we find customers, they pop in and they pop out very quickly, and you know, there's less interaction with the customer. With the website, people can browse online. They've got someone to chat to if they have a question. We can guide them to the right pages. We can show them the difference. They're in a much more better frame of mind to engage and to purchase a product. If they need a site inspection, we would then set up a site inspection with them, where we would go out to the customer's home and see how we can install a water purification system for their whole home or for under their kitchen sink. So browsing online, people are more relaxed. We're finding the buying pattern at the moment with people in stores, everybody's nervous, everybody's and they're just trying to get in and out as quickly as possible. You don't have those long discussions and that relaxed feeling anymore. So that's why it's essential not only to have your store, but also to have an online presence going forward.
That's really refreshing to hear, because that's been my experience as well. When I go out, you know, I don't know, it's just so different, and it is very much a quick in and out. So it's quite nice that you've embraced that online space, and I think it's important for businesses going forward to try and make use of online as much as possible. You may not seem to think that it's an important factor, but listening to your story now, it seems more valid as to why businesses, especially stores, need to have a good online space.
Yeah. So technology has really helped us over these last 2 months. And we're even setting up one-on-one meetings with our franchisees, where we talk about their problems, their particular situation, and have Zoom sessions. And we talk for an hour, 2 hours, and it just prevents you from getting onto an airplane and going to meet them face to face. But not that that's not a bad thing. That's not a good thing. But that face-to-face interaction is always very important. But franchisees are all alone out there, and we realize that they need that interaction and that support during these difficult times. And Zoom has helped us a lot with that.
I think that's what's different between owning your own business on your own and working solo versus working with a franchise business where you actually have that support and camaraderie and able to, hash out the challenges. And I mean, I remember in the beginning of lockdown, a lot of the small business owners didn't know what to do, whereas franchise businesses, the franchisors were very proactive, like you said earlier, getting people to know what permits to fill out, how to, pay certain things, and how to, apply for certain relief funds. And I guess landlords was also another challenge that you had to deal with.
But giving franchisees advice and tips. And when you've got a franchise network of 45 franchisees, they all share information very willingly. So if somebody finds a source of finance, for instance, or a way of doing something a little bit better, they share it with the group. And with 45 entrepreneurs out there, it helps a lot in getting things moving a lot quicker and fine-tuning your business.
It does, which brings me over to H20's franchise opportunities. I believe you're still selling franchise opportunities. Can you tell us what is that about and just give us an overview?
Look, there's always going to be a demand for clean water, and the water quality is not going to be improving in the future. So, and people are moving away from plastic bottles, so trying to get rid of plastic bottles. So encouraging people to install water purifiers throughout the country, and they need a place where they can go to actually see the water purifiers in action and pick up the stock and get the support. And that's where our franchisees come in. They provide local expertise and become specialists in their area. They know what's happening on the ground, what's happening with the water treatment plants in their area, and they can suggest the right water treatment system for that particular client. Yeah, we're opening up a new franchise in the Garden Route. The signage went up yesterday. So in George, Nyasa, Mossel Bay, we'll have 3 new stores that are going to be opened up before summer. And even our Namibian franchisees opening up a store in Swakopmund. Our Maputo store, our Mozambican franchisees opened his 2nd store just recently. So there is tremendous growth. We can actually handle, because we recently joined the BWT group, which is Europe's #1 water treatment company, we have access to virtually any technology that's needed out there, whether it's a water softener, reverse osmosis system for water that has a lot of bacteria in it, an under-counter system for a municipally treated water, to treat municipally treated water. We've got a massive range now. So yes, we have something for everybody. We've got big water treatment systems to do a whole shopping center, if that's what the client requires. So being part of a big group, having the support from Germany, we're growing in leaps and bounds.
Water is very important. I mean, I definitely can see it not getting any better. It's definitely got worse over the years. I can see that. So there's definitely demand for that. With regards to your franchise opportunities, can you tell us what it's about, the training that you offer, the support that you give, and yeah, just tell us a little bit about that.
To join the franchise, we have an upfront fee of 135,000 plus VAT. That's the initial franchise fee, and then we charge 6% on turnover for royalties, and 3% goes into the marketing kitty. So we allocate the franchisee and canvassing area, and they spend time with us learning all about the water treatment and the products and how to apply the products. That's a 1-week course that we have here based at our head office in Turkey, Cape Town. And then we spend another week on site with the franchisee, showing them how to actually interact with customers, how they can close sales, and how they can present the products in a beautiful environment. And just show them how they can tap into the 4 income streams, because we bottle water. So if you want 10 liters of water or 20 liters of water, you can walk into our stores and you pay around 50 a liter. So we bottle water, we deliver water in those 18.9 liter bottles for customers that rent water coolers from us. We install water purification devices, and we also service and replace cartridges once the client has purchased the systems from us. So there's a lot of work to be done. The demand is there, and it's just a matter of interacting with the client and showing them how you can actually improve the quality of the water and the benefits thereof.
Do you, so when you apply, let's say you're interested in buying an H2O store or a franchise, do you help them find the location, or do they come to you with a location? What is the kind of profile that suits, what is the best type of person that suits the business?
We're a sales-orientated organization, so we're looking for people that can build a sales force. So we're looking at people with a sales experience, people that know how to manage other sales staff, and set up a team that can go out and present the product, not only in their stores, but also out and go and knock on doors and introduce customers to the range of products. Also part of our sales force, we encourage plumbers, tilers, anybody that goes into people's gas suppliers, anyone that goes into people's homes, they can also become part of the sales force. And we've got a very nice product catalog that we also developed just before lockdown, where the plumber can go out and introduce our product range to their client. The client then buys online, and the plumber gets a commission for introducing the client to H2O International.
Okay, that's nice. That's nice. So you've got to be kind of an extroverted type of personality, very outgoing, out there.
People's person, and to motivate the sales force. You've got to get there and have your Monday morning sales training meeting. You set your goals for the month. You know exactly how much your store is going to generate in terms of water refills, how many rentals you've got out there, and then you've got to go out and make the sales out in the marketplace by contacting as many people as possible and introducing our wonderful range of products to them.
And what advice would you give someone, because funding is always sometimes an issue, so what advice would you give people, anyone that's interested with regards to funding and raising capital to buy a franchise?
Okay, there are support systems out there. There's a company called Franchise Warehouse, and they assist franchisees or potential franchisees to source funds for their franchises. The banks, we're also accredited by most of the banks, the main banks. They've looked at our franchise concept, and they've accredited the franchisor, which assists them when they apply for loans. The banks are looking for collateral. They require you to have at least 50% of the funds available. And the other 50% they will loan to you, provided you have sufficient collateral. It's like starting any business. You've got to scrounge and raise funds wherever possible, whether it's from family, from friends, from the bank. But once you get going and your business grows from month to month, as your client base increases, the business just steadily grows and provides you with a nice income for your family.
And any final thoughts before we close? Any final thoughts you want to give out to anybody listening out there today with regards to business, franchising, water in general?
Yeah, just to the people that are in the franchise industry, keep working, keep moving, think out of the box, and use technology in these difficult times to stay in touch with your customers, to stay in touch with your franchisees, and support and care for them. People are off balance. We've got to be kind and caring and flexible. That's the name of the game today. be on top of things, and work as hard as possible. Gary Play's famous saying, the harder you work, the luckier you get. So just graft through this difficult period. Time flies, and we will survive.
Good advice. I like that. I like that. And thank goodness for technology. I don't know what we would have done if it wasn't for technology. So thank you for that. Thank you. And I just want to remind our audience to also please like and share and subscribe to our channel, and that we're running discussions every Tuesday at 10 o'clock on the subject of franchising and about franchise opportunities, just like H20 Water, and about business and franchising in general. So let us know what you'd like to know and what you'd like to talk about. We are here every Tuesday at 10 o'clock for you to join in. And just a last question to you, Tony, is what is it like to be a member of FASA?
FASA has always been there to support us. I've got a very good relationship with Vera Velasquez. Any questions that I have, any advice, and I can pick up the phone and chat to her about particular problems, and then she'll point me in the right direction. I've had great support from FASA. We've been members since 1999, which gives our franchise concept great credibility, knowing that we are supported by that organization. FASA also organize a lot of events which I try and attend. They have an annual franchise summit, which I really enjoy attending. And yeah, to be able to go to summits like that, where you can interact with other franchisors that have the same problems as you have, the same challenges, this is very, very important.
Thanks for that. Thank you. So to everyone out there, if you want to know more about H20 Water, we will be, and I have posted already. I've posted the link in the comment box below. You can send Tony a message and his team to find out more about their franchise opportunities. And in closing, just a final reminder that FASA is a non-profit organization that protects, lobbies, promotes, and develops ethical franchising across all sectors within South Africa, with a specific focus on transformation. FASA offers membership to both existing franchisors and franchisees who supports and runs ethical businesses. If you want to know more about FASA, please visit us at www.fasa.co.za. So I just want to say thank you to everyone for joining us this morning, and thank you, Tony.
Thank you, Romany. Have a wonderful day, and be safe out there.
Good, good, good. And everyone, have a super week further, whatever it is that you're doing. Bye for now.
Have a wonderful day. Ciao, Romany.